It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Ravens and the Commanders on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that.
Right to the air is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap.
A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
To throw on second down, Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, remember, we're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, here's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On second down, another shot for Robinson. Oh, and Nelson's spaced out one. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
First catch for the Washington leader in receiving yards a year ago. Good for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
A 14-yard touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now here come the Ravens. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Ball start. Offense.
So that's going to push him back half the distance. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Henry up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Now is a punter, Jordan Stout.
Now it's Crowder. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing on 1st down. Daniels.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
From the gun on third down, Daniels. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deontay Hardy back deep.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Henry out of the pistol.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels.
The Cockrell holds it in left side.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Daniels.
This is swung out to Eckler.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Daniels.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
They'll look to throw again.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
Oh, heck of a move. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. De'Ami Brown
from 13 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. and they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They go play action with Jackson. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 45 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching them. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Now, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Jackson now. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 52 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, You press it a little bit, try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. They go play action now. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nelson Aguilar. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, in bounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swann, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy, but right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Complete. It's Dotson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Daniels. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Robinson. Sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
McManus now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They set up the screen for Henry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just 1 more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still...
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.